Welcome to The Asymptotic Limit: Reconciling Modern AI with the Human Mind. This presentation takes us on a dialectical journey, moving from the analytic reductionism of modern science to the synthetic holism of postmodern philosophy. The development of artificial intelligence is a prime example of a shift from what Gilles Deleuze called majoritarian science to minoritarian science. While AI advances at an exponential rate, a fundamental question persists: can a system built on digital computing ever truly replace the human mind, or will it merely approach it infinitely? Let's begin with the prophecy of majoritarian science, often associated with the concept of the technological singularity. Modern science largely operates under this paradigm, which fundamentally believes that reality can be entirely analyzed and reduced to data. Ray Kurzweil famously predicted that AI would eventually surpass the sum total of human intelligence due to explosive computational growth. This entire premise rests on a core assumption: if intelligence is simply a matter of information processing, then a sufficiently powerful machine should be able to replace human cognition entirely. This brings us to the mechanics of analytic reductionism. The technical core of modern AI excels at extracting patterns from vast amounts of data. It specializes in decomposing the world into discrete points and is incredibly effective at calculating what is. However, this approach inherently struggles to grasp the generative process of becoming, the dynamic, evolving nature of reality. It can see the parts, but not the whole moving system. We must differentiate between performance and existence. When we talk about intelligence as performance, we are often referring to materialist reductionism and functionalism, exemplified by the Turing test. This view reduces the mind to mere information processing. However, the mind, in its truest sense, represents existence, the generative and meaningful dimension of being. It's an irreducible, non-replicable substance that cannot be fully captured by algorithms or data points. This distinction creates the wall of meaning. Modern reason, which AI embodies, functions through data input, symbolic manipulation, and output. It decomposes information and calculates based on indicators. In contrast, postmodern thought, representative of the human mind, emphasizes what we call synthetic reason and the philosophy of becoming. Here, meaning isn't calculated, it's generated through a complex interplay of experience, intuition, and ultimately, wisdom. This brings us to the inaccessible realm of intuition, a concept explored by philosophers like Bergson and Deleuze. Intuition is far more than a simple hunch. It is the profound capacity to reconfigure the problem itself, to see beyond the given parameters. Unconscious synthesis and productive desire, core to human creativity and understanding, simply cannot be reduced to algorithms. This highlights the fundamental difference between algorithmic logic and what we might call rhizomatic intuition, a complex, interconnected, and nonlinear form of understanding. Consider the asymmetry of nature. Artificial creations can certainly imitate or amplify the natural world, but they can never fundamentally become nature itself. This asymmetry isn't a technological hurdle that we will eventually overcome, it is ontological. It's a fundamental difference in being between something that is a product of humans and something that is a product of nature. This idea is echoed in Morovitz's paradox. This paradox highlights a fascinating reversal: what is difficult for humans, such as complex logic, advanced mathematics, or strategic games, is often easy for machines. Conversely, what is intuitively easy and natural for us, like perception, mobility in complex environments, or true intuition, remains incredibly hard, if not impossible, for machines to fully replicate. This underscores the necessity of embodied cognition. As Li Jung-woo states, cognition cannot be obtained solely through abstract operations on indicators, it must be grounded in experience through the body within the world. Simply replicating the brain's neural networks without the physical body fails to realize the full scope of the mind. The mind is deeply an attribute of our physical existence and interaction with the environment. Human life transcends quantitative bounds, and instead exists in continuous intensities. While closed environments are quantitative, human life unfolds in open environments that are distinctly qualitative and intensive. Consider domains like ethics, art, and relationships. These are aspects of our existence that fundamentally resist quantitative measurement and thrive on nuanced, continuous intensity. This leads us toward a minoritarian science. This approach advocates for complementing the discrete and digital, which we term molar, with the continuous and analog, or molecular. It's about moving beyond purely analytical, segmented understanding to embrace a more fluid, interconnected, and holistic view of knowledge and reality. The good news is that the new frontier of computing is already moving in this direction. We're seeing advancements in quantum and analog computing, pushing us beyond simple binary states. Embodied robotics is actively working to solve the fundamental problem of embodiment, integrating AI into physical forms that can interact with the world. And environmentally adaptive AI is striving to move from closed, controlled systems to open, dynamic ones. In essence, AI is beginning to attempt to acquire higher-order capacities for abstraction to bridge this significant gap. Ultimately, AI serves as the philosophical mirror. It's not a transhuman entity destined to transcend or replace us. Instead, by showing us precisely what can be calculated and automated, AI brilliantly renders visible what is uniquely human, those irreducible qualities that cannot be broken down, digitized, or replicated. This brings us back to the asymptotic limit of coexistence. The future, we believe, is not a technological singularity of replacement, but rather a profound synthesis of coexistence. Artificial intelligence will endlessly approach the extreme of life and meaning, but it will never truly become it. Like an asymptote, it may draw infinitely closer, yet never touch the line of full human existence.